Hey folks, and welcome back to game number 2 of the BadShotGamingYT Breakdown series. So as you can see, we're actually starting off in the middle of the second quarter, or actually about a minute into the second quarter here, because I believe it's some 3-minute quarters. Obviously, I wanted to keep that last drive together, so we kept that with day number 1. So looking at it right off the bat here, BadShot has a 3-0 lead. There's 2:06 left in the half. Ball on the 24-yard line. First and 10 for his opponent. BadShot's on defense, obviously, in here with the Patriots. His opponent is using the Detroit Lions. His opponent here is starting off in a trip set with the wing here. So basically, a trip set is 3 receivers to one side. In this case, 2 tight ends. Tight end here, and this tight end being a wing back in this situation. 1 yard off, 1 yard out. And you have another receiver out here, the Z receiver. So with the X receiver being wide over here. Very simple offense that he's play that he's called here. It's just a straight dive. So that basically means every man here usually takes the guy right in front of him. In this case here, you might get a combo block, something like that, a block like that, possibly a combo here, and then work their way up. And the dive back is just going to hit straight, find the hole, get to it. All right, so very simple. So what BadShot is in here, he is in a quarter set. Obviously, I looked at the play card beforehand in this case. It's pretty easy to see, though. So if you see these corners, see how far back they are here. You're knowing that it's probably either a quarters, maybe a cover 2 sink, or possibly a cover 2 where these guys will drop down. But typically, you see this, your initial read is going to be quarters if you're passing the ball. Obviously, in this case, that's not going to matter so much as far as the running game goes. It's up to these guys up front. He's in a 4-3 under, so typically that means the linebackers shift over to the weak side. In this case, they are shifted to weak side because his opponent's in a left set. He has moved his backer. Usually your will here would be lined up right about over the tackle here, possibly to the outside shade of him. BadShot just moved him in a little bit here, so let's go ahead and run through the play, see what happens, and discuss. So you see the snap there. The center actually goes inside to get that other backer. They actually get really good blocking right off the bat here. So let's keep going. Right now, right there, the linebacker does a good job, and BadShot does a good job as well. So BadShot, obviously, his guy got eaten up by this guard here. So he switched over to the safety who was coming down to make the play. Does a good job there. The linebacker who was coming from the strong side, the Mike backer, does a good job of releasing or getting off of the block here from the center, and he makes a nice little tackle there for, let's see, it's either a 3 or 4 yard gain. Okay, so it's a 4-yard gain in this case. So as far as grading goes, it is a 0 for play success because it was 4 yards or more, but I give him a 1 here definitely for doing his job, because that's exactly what he did. He got off the block, or at least he switched over to a guy who could make the tackle in this case, and he gets the job done. So this one's very simple, guys. There's really nothing else to talk about on this outside of if you are the running back in this case. We'll talk about that for a second. You want to look at your running lanes. Okay, now in this case here, I see this guy with his back here, and this guy with outside leverage or inside leverage, whatever way you want to call it in this case, because it's pretty much right dead center here. So I see leverage here where the lineman has leverage to the right. I also see leverage here where the guard has leverage to the left. So you see this nice little seam here, right in there. You guys can see that. It's pretty nice. I might dip in there. Yeah, there's a safety coming now, but there's already a safety here, and with this guy's leverage, he'll get off the block pretty easily to make the play. So just something to be aware of when you are running the ball is look at your butts. Look at your similar colored butts in this case, or backs if you want. You see the white here, white here. You want to hit that right now and hit that lane, as opposed to, all right, I want to run to where the opposite color is, and that's what this guy is doing here. So outside of that, there you go. Let's go on to the next play.